𝐕𝐢𝐝𝐶𝐸, Lagos, a place where every corridor has a story, every doorstep a drama, and every face me, I face you apartment its secrets. Comfort's announcement had changed the ordinary rhythm of the building forever. From that day, the corridor meetings became routine. Every resident suddenly felt like a detective in a high-stakes mystery. Comfort, proud owner of the lost underwear, appointed herself the chief investigator. She interrogated neighbors with the seriousness of a police officer. 𝐸𝐶𝐞𝐨, you no see anything suspicious?" she demanded one afternoon. 𝐸𝐶𝐞𝐨, who always wore 2 pairs of glasses at once, adjusted his spectacles and replied, "I swear, no ritual boys. They target one of us. I see them. They drive small motor with black cloth last night." Mama Titi, sitting cross-legged on her doorstep, shook her head. "No be so. Na inside this building the thief day. It be like say na somebody where they jealous of." Meanwhile, other neighbors began sharing their theories. Some suspected the building janitor. They always sweep quietly. They hide something for broom cupboard, whispered Bissy. Some thought the pastor had somehow cursed the apartment. "Since they pray for us every morning, fit they collect cloth for spiritual cleansing," said Funker, eyes wide with fear. Others suggested more cynical motives. Maybe someone just wanted to embarrass Comfort. Each theory added fuel to the fire. Gossip spread like wildfire across 𝐕𝐢𝐝𝐶𝐸. By evening, Comfort's underwear was not just an object. It had become a symbol of intrigue, betrayal, and comedy. Pastor Samuel, oblivious to the scandal he had inadvertently caused, continued his Sunday services as if nothing had happened. That fateful day at church, he had intended to teach about purity and clean hearts. But in his signature theatrical style, he pulled out the undergarment from his satchel. "See this? Let your heart be as clean as—" He paused, dramatically holding it up. "As clean as my handkerchief." The congregation gasped, and then they noticed it was Comfort's underwear. Some screamed, some laughed, some fanned themselves. The choir director almost dropped the microphone in shock. Back at the apartment, Comfort was already hearing the news through her neighbor's calls. She ran to the church, slippers slapping the pavement. By the time she arrived, she was practically tripping over her own laughter and embarrassment. Pastor Samuel tried to explain. "My children, I meant it was illustrative, not personal." But the congregation wasn't having it. Phones came out. People began recording. By nightfall, Comfort's underwear had gone viral, 𝐕𝐢𝐝𝐶𝐸 style. After the church incident, the apartment corridor became a courtroom. Comfort, now self-styled judge, summoned all the suspects for questioning. "Whoever they collect women underwear for rituals, I go catch you," she announced, pacing like a prosecutor. Neighbors whispered among themselves. The janitor, who had been quietly sweeping, muttered under his breath, "Now whoa, these people no get peace." Then Funk, a gossip queen who never missed a chance to exaggerate, stepped forward. "I saw a bokey yesterday. They smell cloth. I no lie. The him be culprit." A bokey, a soft-spoken man who often wore mismatched socks, protested. "Me? I never touch any clotho. You dare accuse me because my shirt be yellow today?" The corridor erupted into shouting. People pointed fingers. Slippers were raised for emphasis. 𝐸𝐶𝐞𝐨, meanwhile, was scribbling notes like a serious detective, muttering, "Ritual boys, or inside man. Must investigate further." Mama Titi shook her head, muttering, "See drama. Only Ajigunle get this kind entertainment." Determined to solve the mystery once and for all, Comfort launched a full-scale investigation. She formed a committee, Chuka as detective, Mama Titi as witness, Bissy as informant, and Funker as, well, dramatic commentary. They began going door to door. Every resident was scrutinized. Ada, the quiet girl from room 4, denied all knowledge. Tunde, who worked at a nearby mechanic shop, was accused merely for laughing too loudly. Even Pastor Samuel was asked if he had any other illustrative undergarments in his satchel. As they investigated, more absurdity surfaced. Socks went missing, a spoon disappeared, and someone claimed their toothbrush was stolen for ritual too. The apartment had transformed into a chaotic yet hilarious crime scene. News of the underwear incident spread outside the apartment. By Thursday, street hawkers, shop owners, and even bus conductors knew the story. "Ah, you hear, say, comfort undergarment. Waka go church," laughed a nearby trader. "Natruo, Pastor Shoam, for congregation," replied another. The gossip escalated. Every version of the story was exaggerated. Some said the pastor was a secret thief. Others claimed Comfort had a secret admirer who returned the gift to embarrass her. In the apartment, the tension mixed with laughter. Even Aboki, once the prime suspect, began joking. "If not my fault, I go wear the next pair in church myself." By this time, Comfort realized that her missing underwear had inadvertently created a community spectacle, uniting neighbors in shared laughter and shared suspicion. One evening, Chuka claimed he had discovered a new clue, a tiny note under the stairwell. It read, "If you want your beloved underwear back, come to the rooftop at midnight." The neighbors gasped. Comfort's eyes widened. Everyone speculated wildly, maybe the ritual boys. Or it be secret admirer trying to propose. Or another prank. At midnight, armed with broomsticks and flashlights, the residents climbed to the rooftop. To everyone's surprise, a small, mischievous monkey was sitting there, holding the missing underwear triumphantly. The crowd roared in laughter. "En, a small monkey be thief," shouted Mama Titi, slapping her knees. Pastor Samuel arrived breathless. "My children, even Nature Day teach us lesson let your hearts remain clean and beware of monkeys." The next day, life returned to its usual rhythm. The corridor meetings became less about accusations and more about jokes. Comfort's underwear incident became legendary. Even the local barbershop had signs. "Beware of monkeys" and "missing underwear." Neighbors laughed whenever they passed each other. Chuka kept notes, now jokingly titled Achigunle's Greatest Mysteries. Pastor Samuel, embarrassed but resilient, used the incident in his next sermon. "Let us learn, my children, that life is full of surprises. Even small underwear can teach big lessons." And Comfort. She became a minor celebrity in the building. Her lost underwear had created a saga of laughter, gossip, and camaraderie that would be talked about for years. The moral, according to Mama Titi, was simple. In Lagos, nothing is too small to become big drama. After the rooftop revelation, the apartment was buzzing with laughter and disbelief. Who would have thought a tiny 𝐕𝐢𝐝𝐞𝐨 monkey would be the real thief? "See drama o," Mama Titi shouted, pointing at Comfort. "Now you day bring all excitement for here. I know Sabi say one small underwear fit make people run for rooftop." Comfort, still red-faced, but now laughing, replied, "En, if I know say, ego become this kind epic saga, I for hide am better." 𝐤𝐸𝐝, the self-proclaimed detective, took this as an opportunity to write an official report. Case of the missing underwear, solved by monkey intelligence. He began asking every neighbor to sign it as witnesses. Pastor Samuel, though embarrassed, agreed, claiming it would serve as a spiritual lesson for the community. Meanwhile, Funk, never missing a chance for drama, was already planning a follow-up. She wanted to interview the monkey for social media. "This be trending content, oh. People go pay for this story," she said, scheming with a grin. Just when everyone thought the saga was over, trouble struck again. 2 nights later, residents were awakened by shrill screams from the corridor. "Hey, my bra don't waka," cried Ada, the quiet girl from room 4. Everyone rushed out. The monkey had returned, this time holding a bra like a trophy. "Aboki, Tunde, 𝐤𝐸𝐝, we must form a task force," Comfort yelled, still half laughing, half panicking. Pastor Samuel appeared in his pajamas, holding a broom. "Children, peace. Let's not provoke the monkey. A spiritual test, though. Maybe God they teach us patience and hygiene." Mama Titi, shaking her head, muttered, "Nah, 𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐸𝐿 be this. Only here, monkey, they cause scandal past human beings." The next morning, everyone agreed on a plan. Rope traps, coconut water, monkeys love coconut, and constant patrols. It was the first time in the building's history that the residents acted as a collective anti-monkey squad. The Underwear Task Force, as 𝐤𝐸𝐝 named it, became the talk of 𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐸𝐿. Even street hawkers stopped by to watch. The team developed elaborate strategies. BC volunteered as bait, using her old lingerie as decoys. Mama Titi stationed herself on the balcony to shout warnings. Funk took video footage, narrating as if she were a documentary filmmaker. Pastor Samuel offered prayers for divine protection, though secretly worried the monkey might strike during sermons. For a week, the monkey evaded all traps, but each failed attempt only made the neighbors closer and the story funnier. Every morning, someone would check their drawers suspiciously. Every evening, whispers of underwear monster echoed down the corridor. 𝐤𝐸𝐝, unsatisfied with only apartment-level detective work, decided to investigate the surrounding streets. He recruited Aboki, Tunde, and a reluctant Comfort. They asked street vendors, bus conductors, and passers-by about the monkey underwear bandit. Hilarious theories poured in. Some said it was a curse from a rival apartment across the street. Others claimed the monkey was possessed by the ghost of a jealous lover. A few, like the bus conductor, simply laughed. "Nah, 𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐸𝐿, life be this. Anything fit happen." The group returned exhausted, empty-handed, but full of laughs. They realized that even if the monkey wasn't caught, the legend was already eternal. One Sunday, the story reached a new level. Pastor Samuel decided to preach again about clean hearts and purity. But this time, Comfort herself attended, ready for potential embarrassment. Halfway through the sermon, the monkey appeared on the church roof. It swung in dramatically, causing panic. Some congregants fainted, others screamed, and the choir faltered mid-hymn. The pastor, wide-eyed, shouted, "Children of God, even nature they remind us of virtue." Comfort, laughing uncontrollably, whispered to Funke, "I swear, this monkey go make me famous for YouTube." By the next day, the entire 𝐕𝐢𝐝𝐞𝐨 corridor and neighboring buildings were sharing memes and videos. Comfort's underwear, the monkey, and Pastor Samuel had become local celebrities. With the monkey as a recurring character, the apartment life became a sitcom. 𝐕𝐢𝐝𝐶's old panties went missing every morning, replaced mysteriously in the corridors by the monkey. 𝐤𝐞𝐨 claimed the monkey had a plan, leaving banana peels strategically to confuse residents. Funk started a vlog, documenting each theft, complete with dramatic commentary. Pastor Samuel reluctantly became the spiritual narrator of the saga, using sermons to remind people, beware of small creatures and small garments. Even food began disappearing. Once a resident's jollof rice vanished from the communal stove, leaving only a single spoon behind. The monkey had evolved from underwear thief to full-fledged prankster. One day, Comfort decided to end the saga with a final showdown. She baked cookies with a hidden lure, set up bamboo traps, and gathered the neighbors. The monkey approached cautiously, sniffed the cookies, and, miraculously, was caught in the trap. It struggled, but the residents held firm. Finally, the monkey released the latest stolen bra and underwear collection. The corridor erupted in celebration. Mama Titi cried tears of joy. 𝐤𝐞𝐶 recorded every moment. Funke narrated live, while Pastor Samuel gave thanks, claiming divine guidance had led to the capture. The monkey was safely released back into the wild outside 𝐕𝐢𝐝𝐿 under strict supervision. Months later, the apartment corridor returned to normal, sort of. Neighbors still laughed whenever underwear was mentioned. Children sang songs about the monkey underwear bandit. Comfort had gained minor fame on social media, credited as the woman whose lost underwear united a community. Pastor Samuel, wiser but humbler, always reminded congregants, life in Lagos is full of surprises. Even the smallest things, like a single underwear, can teach the biggest lessons. And as for 𝐕𝐢𝐝𝐿, it remained a place where anything could happen. Everyone was a detective, and laughter was always guaranteed. The moral, according to Mama Titi, never underestimate a monkey or a missing piece of underwear in Lagos.